are no bad guys, just disturbed guys.
National college baseball writer for CSTV, Eric Sorenson.
Speaking of, this is like Christmas Day for me, by the way.
LSU wins it!
All right, just watch out if they show up with those Houston bats at your doorstep.
Cinderella wins the national championship!
He's Eric Sorenson. He knows everything.
The biggest fan of the sport you'll ever find.
Boy, I hope this is the mess hall. How's it going, Eisenhower? If you know what line that movie's from, give yourself $5 in the mail from me. How you doing, Stitchheads? I'm Eric Sorenson for the newest Baldcast, the latest one, post-College World Series, here from the very ugly Telluride, Colorado once again. I think a tornado is forming off in the distance. I dropped back through here on my way back from Omaha because it's, well, so kick-ass. Start with our congratulations to South Carolina, their first national championship in any sport, first national championship for baseball, of course, and congratulations to them. Ray Tanner, one of the great dudes of college baseball. Good to see him get a title, and probably not with his best team, as he mentioned before. Not his best team, but they played the best after losing their first game against Oklahoma in the College World Series. They played better than anybody else and ended up running the table from there. Very impressive. First team since, I believe, Oregon State in 2006 to lose their first game and win the national title. So that was really cool. And of course, now we all look forward to the new stadium coming in next year, the downtown stadium, which will be a godsend, because most of us have kind of had an ass full of Rosenblatt, just, you know, as I talked about before, kind of time to go for Rosenblatt. Great venue. And I thought the send-off was really great that they did, the little trumpet at the end, playing Take Me Out to the Ball Game in the dimly lit stadium. Very cool send-off. And I really appreciated the way they handled that. Wasn't so hot about the fireworks show, whatever. But the trumpeter at the end and closing down Rosenblatt. Really nice touch they had there. One of the things I wanted to tell you was one of the highlights of the College World Series, of my College World Series experience this year, had to be when I hooked up for beers afterwards one of the nights with Kyle Peterson, our friend from ESPN. I know, I'm a name-dropping son of a bitch. Anyway, Kyle Peterson and I hooked up for a few beers after one of the games one night, and I wish I could tell you a lot of what we talked about. Unfortunately, Kyle made me say everything was off the record. Like, come on, really? But one thing I wanted to tell you was it looks like, unfortunately, I don't think college baseball is going to get Kyle Peterson in the broadcast booth during the College World Series. That's just one of the things he said just doesn't look like it's going to happen. You know, this year Nomar got the one of the positions there, and I think they're just, ESPN's just kind of set with Kyle Peterson doing the stuff on the field. So that's kind of unfortunate, but it's good that he's still involved in it, obviously, because he's the pro of all the pros. So we like him the best. Looking forward to next year. The only thing I don't like, one thing I didn't mention about the new stadium for next year, the only thing I don't like about it is how the NCAA went about saying, well, Omaha, if you don't build a new stadium, hey, you know, we might ace the College World Series from you and move it to Orlando or Indianapolis or Oklahoma City. Could you imagine the College World Series in one of those towns? Good night. Orlando, it's hot enough in Omaha. Orlando would have been about 110 degrees with 98% humidity, so that's kind of horrible. So no, didn't want to have it there, and it really couldn't be any place else. One thing I'm very glad about is Omaha pulled through and made sure the College World Series stayed there. So that'll be something to look forward to. And of course the new stadium will be plush and it will be nice, and yeah, we'll see how it goes next year. I'm sure I'll have some complaints about it somewhere along the line. And one of the things I wanted to talk about is one of the things I thought about when I was in Omaha. I think we should all give a good appreciation to all the college baseball writers across the country. Just kind of looking around the press box when I was there the last few days. I mean, not all these, most of these writers don't even make any money doing this. They just write for the love of the sport. It's their drug. It's something they love to do. not everybody has a six-figure paycheck like I get from Easton, so I think it's kind of cool. Big appreciation for everybody that did all the writing of college baseball this season. Again, a lot, there's been some that went away prior to this season, but I'm really glad for the ones that stuck around. I think we're all kind of in this together, and I think we all have a good rapport with each other, and that's one of the things I really like about college baseball writing. One last thing I wanted to ask you guys about, just something out of curiosity. Would you guys be interested if I did a college baseball preseason magazine next year? One of the things I was thinking is I put all that time and spent all that time in the cave during the months of December and January getting together my preview last year of all the teams and all the conferences, and I started thinking about it. I was like, well, if anybody knows a good publisher out there, somebody who's cheap, who likes somebody who's very passionate about it, let me know if you think that would be a good idea, and B, if you know anybody that would be able to help me facilitate such a thing. I think it'd be kind of cool to put. You never see any college baseball preseason magazines out there. College football has about 50, college basketball has about 30, so yeah, just something I was thinking about. Anyway, this is probably going to be my last Baldcast of the year. I'm pretty sure I'm not going to do any more unless something strikes my fancy, but during the seasons when it really mattered. I want to thank all you guys again for everything you did. I had a great time this year writing at the Easton site and College Baseball Today. It was certainly a pleasure of mine, and I really appreciate all the comments and all the emails and all you regulars out there that were so kick-ass. And again, it was just really cool. So until 2011, I'm losing track of years. Until 2011, thanks for reading, and I'll see you later.